It is much safer to be feared than loved. This is a quote from Machiavelli's 16th century piece, The Prince, of political science, discussing power and how to keep and maintain power. A lot has changed since then, but the same goal still remains in some aspects of humanity, in which people want to gain power and maintain it as well. I found this topic very interesting as I looked into my books because, well, even in many historical cases and present cases, there has always been a want for power, a want to maintain that power, and also a downfall that comes from having too much power or too little power. The two books that I chose to read were 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez and Macbeth by William Shakespeare. I found these very interesting about power because 100 Years of Solitude discusses 7 whole generations of the Buendia family and their various trials and errors and Macbeth's different killings to gain power. And primarily in 100 Years of Solitude, we have the patriarch of the family, who is Jose Arcadio Buendia, and he becomes obsessed with the power that can come from innovation and technology. And his love for inventions causes a discovery from the outside world, sort of, because he's just reaching out, trying to get these magnets or magnifying glasses. And ultimately, a train full of capitalists come, and they just form corporations and make the people of Macondo work. My other book, Macbeth, he gets the want for power from these 3 witches that tells him that, oh, he's going to become king from 2, 3 kings. And so he goes out, he kills the kings because he realizes he has no other choice of how to gain that power, and ultimately is fallen by his guilt and worried that others will do that same killing to him. Both of these books I found really related to The Prince and also Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, and some of the common laws of power that Robert Greene describes that I found in the books were Law 3, conceal your intentions, Law 15, crush your enemy totally, and Law 18, keep others in suspended terror. And by looking at that, you can just see how these characters in the literature pieces would try to gain power and maintain that through likes of Machiavelli or Roger Greene. And my other source also, I looked into the syndromes of corruption, which discussed what corruption and power does to your mind itself, like psychology and that sort of behavior. And often higher people will use power on lesser people to maintain and gain power, and therefore will fall because of that power of the lower people will turn against the higher people. And I found this topic really interesting again. I don't know, I liked my books, they were really good reads, and they had a lot about power in different ways, and I thought that was very good to see.